You're standing in a kitchen with a buyer. They turn to you and ask a highly specific question about the neighborhood's rental restrictions. You actually know this. You read the town's zoning ordinances years ago. You know roughly how the HOA at this complex works, and you definitely sat through the brokerage compliance manual during your onboarding. That institutional knowledge took years to build. But in this exact moment, with the client looking right at you, the specific answer completely drops out of your memory. Instead of giving a crisp, confident answer, you do what most agents do. You make a guess, say you'll get back to them, or frantically search your phone. Years of training become irrelevant if the specific data points remain locked in unsearchable files during a client consultation. Naturally, many agents try to solve this access problem using standard AI tools. But in a heavily regulated profession like real estate, doing that introduces severe compliance risks. General AI models work by pattern matching from a massive, chaotic web of internet data. They might give you the right answer, or they might give you a confidently wrong one. You have no reliable way to verify which is which. This is why we use document-grounded AI, specifically a free tool from Google called NotebookLM. It collapses this chaos into a closed, secure loop containing only the verified documents you provide. It doesn't scan the internet. When you ask a question, NotebookLM searches only your uploaded PDFs. If the answer is there, it draws a direct line to the exact page. If the answer isn't in your files, the system simply tells you it doesn't know. By removing the software's ability to guess, this mechanical boundary turns AI from a dangerous liability into a defensible asset that a supervising broker can actually approve. To build this system, you only need an hour and 3 core files to start: your brokerage policy manual, the HOA covenants for a community you show frequently, and your local municipal zoning guide. Step 1 is to log into NotebookLM with a Google account. Create a new project and give it a specific name, like Local Buyer Field Guide. Next, upload those 3 documents. The system processes a few different file types, but clean PDFs will give you the most accurate and reliable search results. If you decide to add school district information later, you must upload strict geographic boundary maps only. Never upload demographic data about the schools or the surrounding areas, as that exposes you directly to fair housing violations. Stop uploading after those initial documents. A working knowledge base with 3 files that you can use today is far more valuable than a perfect, comprehensive database that takes months to build and never gets finished. Before you run your first search, you need to define the system's strict context rules. This is the most crucial step in the setup, and it's the one most agents skip entirely. Look closely at this text box. You are my real estate research assistant. Only use uploaded documents. If the answer isn't here, say you don't know. This instruction functions as a hard firewall. It mechanically prevents the software from reaching out to the broader internet to fill in blanks when you ask a question. With that single command, you shift the burden of accuracy away from the AI's core programming and place it entirely on the quality of the specific documents you chose to upload. Now, let's test it. We will ask the system to look at the HOA covenants we uploaded and tell us if there is a minimum lease period for renters. The system generates a clear, plain English summary. But look at the end of the sentence. It provides a small number enclosed in brackets. That is a clickable citation. When you click that number, the screen splits. It opens your original PDF right next to the answer, highlighting the exact paragraph used to write the summary. You must read that highlighted paragraph. Verifying the source text is a mandatory step before you speak a single word of the answer aloud to your buyer. The AI is never the authority in this process. Your uploaded document is the singular source of truth. The AI is simply a highly efficient retrieval engine designed to help you find it faster. Out in the field, this changes your workflow immediately. When that buyer asks about rental rules on a property tour, you pull out your phone, query your notebook, and verify the exact HOA language in 30 seconds. But there is a firm professional guardrail here. This system organizes your compliance and market data. It does not replace guidance from a lawyer, a financial advisor, or your supervising broker. Every single output the system generates is merely a first draft. It points you to a specific page, but it requires your human interpretation and professional review to determine if local variances or recent amendments apply. If a query involves a binding property decision or a legal interpretation, you still must advise your client to consult an attorney. When used responsibly, AI doesn't replace your professional judgment, it amplifies it, giving you the verifiable facts you need to secure your client's trust. At this point, you have completed the setup. You now possess a functional, compliant AI knowledge base that relies entirely on your own facts. A single notebook provides a secure starting point, yet safe operation in a regulated industry requires a repeatable method for your daily tasks. The AI Basics for Agents session establishes a technical framework for selecting professional tools and identifying those that create unacceptable liability. The session teaches you how to string these tools together into a compliant daily system, one that manages your risk upfront and holds up to rigorous review by your broker. Professional success in an AI-assisted market depends on the structured, accountable workflows you build to govern these tools.